Hello, dear friends. Although I talk about silence, the noise of a nearby construction site has delayed the recording of this video. Paradoxes of life. Opinion piece. Silent takedown. Final phase activated. Quantum freedom network. A week to remember. Intelligence critical point. Snowden was never a fugitive. It's not a theory, but an operation. Last gasp of the shadow government. Friday the 13th symbolizes a reckoning. Let's start. We are witnessing a transformation of the global financial system, with implementation of the QFS and the fall of traditional economic power structures. What they called a conspiracy is happening silently and will no longer be hidden. The new system doesn't ask for permission, but is already replacing theirs. Stand firm because your financial chains are being broken. Those who are still waiting for a sign are already left behind. The reset is not just the moment, but 1,000 silent and systematic takedowns to replace the current financial system, each of which severs a link in the chain. The message is clear. They built their system on illusion, and it's been replaced with precision. This is no longer a theory, but an ongoing operation. You should never have watched the Bulls from the sidelines, because you are the recovery, says Mr. Bull. The QFS technology was classified until April 2025 and is now operational. The QFS is a monetary system that is being merged with biometric identification networks in 29 countries. Account access would be via fingerprint or iris, eliminating passwords and making it difficult for malicious actors to gain access. Each confirmed identity not only unlocks personal accounts, but also triggers payments linked to sovereign claims, which is associated with the global financial reset and currency revaluation. This is the moment we have been waiting for. The shadows are gone. The time for talk is over, and the final moves are on the way. Digital activists were the tip of the spear. We are about to see it all unfold live and in person. We are witnessing the last gap of a shadow government, as real power is shifting back to constitutional control. This week, Friday the 13th, has the energy of a historic reckoning, while Saturday, June 14th, marks Trump's birthday, Flag Day, the 250th anniversary of the Army, and a parade that will never be forgotten. Operation. According to Judy Binton, the EBS emergency broadcast system is now fully under coalition controls. Phones may be temporarily down worldwide, and the internet may be restricted, while a quantum network will remain active across the globe. The ABS rollout will begin in the US, Canada, Australia, the UK, France, Germany, Italy, Japan, Eastern Europe, and even parts of Africa and South America. The alleged rift between Elon Musk and Trump was never real, but a covert operation to find the culprits. As of Monday, June 9th, more than 16,000 traders have been digitally identified and blocked through the QFS for review by the courts. This wasn't just a media diversion, but a coordinated biometric operation. Every digital breath was recorded by satellites and instantly mapped in encrypted records. No more hiding places. The Vatican confirmed in the hard way. 4 digital wallets linked to NGOs linked to Epstein were frozen on Monday, June 9th. The coalition tracked the funds through the QFS, and the Vatican attempted to redirect them, but it failed. The emergency broadcast system is synchronized to push the last nodes. General Flynn said the dark side wants war to secure its grip on global power. Flynn exposes a covert network orchestrating global destabilization, not for security, but for absolute control. They are provoking Russia, sabotaging peace, and using Ukraine as a proxy weapon against Russia. Operation Phoenix was not only successful but also surgical. After weeks of continuous sabotage attempts, the last bastions of elite signals warfare have fallen. The ABS is now under coalition control, and the countdown has entered detonation mode. Resistance. For 60 days, they tried everything to block the ABS. They armed certain frequencies. They launched jammers for low-budget satellites. They activated AI warfare protocols linked to underground signal bunkers stretching from Switzerland to Antarctica. They failed. The Space Force executed Iron Shield operation, launching quadruple pulses, direct hit attacks that disabled 240 enemy satellites and destroyed 17 key jamming stations. Then came the breakthrough. On May 7, 2025, inside a classified base in Greenland, the ABS quantum node was tested, and successful 100% penetration of media networks. No censorship, no interference. The first global broadcast is now secured. This isn't just about emergency alert. This is about activating the Quantum Human Liberation Network, the backbone of the QFS now merged with the ABS command. The QFS is no longer theoretical, it's operational. The so-called Quantum Freedom Network represents the final blow to the entire dark-side infrastructure, broadcasting encrypted communications, instant wealth transfer, and quantum biometric shields, all in one unbreakable network. This is what they feared most. Edward Snowden has just lit the fuse. The White Hats have activated final phase operations. Snowden has been infiltrated in Cheyenne Mountain since May. He cracked the Vatican's artificial intelligence networks, exposed the Bank for International Settlement protocols, and decrypted the dark side's command servers buried beneath Antarctica. That's why the media has shut down. Changes of gold, diamonds, and hard drives were confiscated in Switzerland and redirected to user accounts for the liberation of humankind. Snowden was never a fugitive. He was an insider, a code holder, and a trigger for justice. Control. Mr. Poole mentions that White Hats have been taking control of the Bank for International Settlements, global banks, and the financial networks associated with Epstein. These units are reported to have tracked movements of encrypted gold linked to Epstein's companies, especially in Switzerland, and that the entire financial network has been dismantled. He also reports a quiet shutdown of the US tax agency, with thousands of agents investigated for corporate fraud, and the dissolution of the US corporation, leaving only the Republic, and the QFS is as its central financial mode. Meanwhile, failures in traditional financial systems are increasing due to forced obsolescence and the transition to the new system. According to Mr. Poole, the media silence is not ignorance, but rather controlled. They know what is happening, but are forbidden from reporting it. In the last 48 hours, some 2,000 offshore front entities have been captured, linked to World Bank officials, NGO executives, and IMF-backed drug cartels. Cyber units have tracked encrypted gold movements through artificial intelligence from entities located in Switzerland and directly linked to Epstein's companies. This route has now disappeared. Emergency meetings are being held behind the closed doors, and the Bank for International Settlements in Basel, Switzerland, not to save the system, but to negotiate the terms of its surrender. Several European Union finance ministers have already secretly submitted acceptance papers for the QFS quantum financial system, implying that the banks will be absorbed into the new system, not bailed out. Silent shutdown. The US Internal Revenue Service has begun a silent shutdown. Thousands of agents are being reassigned to their duties, not to conduct audits, but to be investigated. Many of them are under sealed arrest protocols under corporate fraud statutes dating back to 1871. The US corporation has been dissolved, and what remains is the restored republic with the QFS as its backbone. Courts martial are expanding. A hidden location in Greenland is now prosecuting high-ranking detained officials linked to global financial manipulation, NGO trafficking networks, and the digital war against the QFS deployment. Testimony is being recorded not for public courts, but for historical records. Meanwhile, ATM failures, payment app failures, and banking portal delays are increasing. These are not accidents, but forced obsolescence. The system is being drained in real time. New quantum internet nodes are coming online across Africa, Southeast Asia, and South America, shifting control away from the World Bank. This is not just a redistribution, but a rebalancing. The final layers of separation are crumbling. Next phase. According to Mr. Poole, the next phase has already begun, and it's not about money. The QFS is merging with biometric authentication networks in 29 countries. This technology has been classified since April, but is operational now. Each confirmed identity not only unlocks access to personal accounts, but also triggers node-based payments linked to sovereign claims. Stolen generations are being reconciled through energetically mapped fiat accounts in a silent and systematic manner. In the background, the Davos Forum has gone dark. Several members of its board of directors have disappeared from public view. Their communications have been intercepted by teams operating under the continuity of an executive order. They are preparing for massive asset confiscation and the dissolution of their jurisdiction, according to internal conversations. The Fed is no longer printing banknotes, and no one is talking about it. The last emergency commission, hidden under the euphemisms of bank liquidity assistance, was denied by Space Force protocols. The banknote was rejected as its digital signature layer, meaning its system is no longer powered. This means the QFS has taken control of the Fed and is preventing it from printing. In Asia, the unexpected tremors beneath underground vaults in Taiwan and Cambodia were not natural. Tactical seismic pulses were deployed to demolish illegal tunnel networks connected to historic opium trafficking routes and gold deposits. The physical gold recovered in these areas is weighted and digitized under the QFS validation systems, without IMF oversight. And then there is the Vatican. Multiple armored convoys left Rome early Thursday morning. Their destination was secret, but drone footage showed them moving toward a hidden warehouse near Monte Carlo, controlled by the coalition. What they found will rewrite modern history. Revelation. Ismael Perez claims that humankind is on the verge of a massive revelation and that hidden truths about human origins, advanced technologies, and hidden history are about to be revealed, ending centuries of manipulation by secret forces. Perez frequently refers to quantum shifts, parallel Earths, and multidimensional existence, suggesting that humankind is undergoing a period of rapid transformation and timeline convergence. Perez analyzes the recent riots in Los Angeles, which he claims are not related to immigration enforcement, but are part of a larger orchestrated operation. According to Perez, President Trump has deployed military forces in Los Angeles to enforce new immigration orders, which has sparked civil unrest. He claims these actions are designed to dismantle underground criminal networks, human trafficking rings, and remnants of the dark side operating beneath Los Angeles. He frames the riots as a battle between sovereignty and the rule of law, and the entrenched municipal interests of the dark side. Perez claims that There are extensive criminal networks beneath Los Angeles, stretching from the Getty Museum to the Jet Propulsion Laboratory in Pasadena. He suggests that mass arrests are imminent as part of a broader stop to cleanse the nation. And that's all for today. Thanks a lot, dear friends.